Hi, welcome to the other scrap guy. We all know that one scrap guy, but that's not me. I'm the one he worries about. Today we're going to work on an AC. Show you guys what it takes to take apart an AC. Pretty sure you all know how to do it. This is how I do it. If you like the video, please let me know in the comments. Please subscribe and like also. So let's get down to it. We'll start taking it apart. It has been drained. There's no Freon in here, so we don't have to worry about that. So let's get started. Let me get one of my sockets. All right. Already on here. Jam dip in there. Let's start removing these screws. So when we have a difficult one, we'll just take it out this way. Like I said, if you guys have any questions, put them in the comments and I'll answer them. More. As these older ones could be a little more difficult. Got one hiding. There we go. We'll put this in my steel pile. Now, work on this area. Trick is finding all the hidden screws. All right. Let this make me look like a... That's nothing on this. Holding that. Figure that one out in a bit. Oh, you can see, work on Right. That's one. Dump this in the steel pile. Here. Alright, one wants to be difficult. So just cut it out. When in doubt, cut it out. Put that to the side for now. Now we'll start working on the copper. Wire bin. Garbage. Alright, so what I like to do on these bigger ones, I do have a cutter for these bigger ones. This makes it so much easier. No, these are not copper. These are steel. Put this away for later. There y'all can see. And for me, I like to clean my stuff a little bit more than the normal person. I like my stuff going in there cleaner. That will maybe get you better prices. Get the brass off of there. Once I get to know you at the scrapyard and I see you bring clean stuff in instead of being mixed and having all the garbage on there, figure they give you better prices for your material. That's my theory. Alright, now we got clean brass. Throw that in my brass bin. Alright. Plus, I like to condense my copper a little bit more because that way it fits in my bin and you get a little bit more in your bin. Instead of only bringing maybe 50 pounds of copper, and you condense it and cut it up, you probably get about 150 pounds, maybe more, of copper in there. And yes, I do pull this plastic sleeve off. Plus with that, by doing that, this here is kind of clean. So I could throw this in my number one because this is pretty clean. But on your coils, on your AC copper, it all goes number 2 because it has oil, the freon and the oil that runs through it. So they don't consider that number 1. Doesn't matter how clean you keep the piece, it's still going to be number 2 because of that reason. They reject it because of the oils. Now on your water pipes, again, if you don't have any paint or solder, that will go as number 1. And if you have paint or solder, that actually goes as your number 2. Got it. steel unit out of the way. Get this plate out of the way. Put this in the steel pile. Get this copper cut up. Now, as far as the coils, no, I do not clean my coils. I did a price comparison on these to where I made a pile, basically added up the poundage, see how much I would get for them, then took that pile, cleaned them all, kept the copper separate, the steel separate, and the coil separate, and basically the time that it took compared to the money that I got for it, it was even less than $10 more on my part. Now, everyone has a preference. If your preference is to take them apart and you believe wholeheartedly that you're going to get more money, then that's your choice, and keep counting them, keep cleaning them. To me, it's not worth it with my time to do it for the money that I get with it. So my choice is I don't clean them. I will leave. I try to get the big copper off of them, and that's it. If it's just these, I leave them on there and don't bother with them. A little background about me. My nickname is Nemo. Got that from the place I used to work at. My background, I grew up in Illinois, a town called Romeoville. Probably never heard of it. It's close to it's a suburb of Chicago. Lived there 45 years of my life, and then decided to move here to Florida. I worked in the graphics department in Illinois, and then I had left. When I had moved down here, my cousin got me a job in the scrapyard business. So Didn't know anything about scrap, but I spent the next 4.5 years with this one company, and then worked at a couple more companies, and basically went out on my own for a bit. Then basically now I work at a transfer station, and I still do my recycling here out of my yard. And go throw the copper. And now you guys, we're looking at moving to North Carolina in about, I said, about a year and a half, 2027. And I want to bring my business up that way. Time to settle down, retire, go to a slower pace of life. All right. Basically all we have left now. The motor. Brass. Also too, I used to break down my motors. Most of them are capable a lot easier than others to extract the copper out of them. Some of these are a little more difficult where you got to cut the one in. I don't have the proper equipment for the ones you got to cut the one in and kind of tap out the other end. The time that it takes to sit there and tap the copper through the other end is sometimes it's worth it, but it takes a little bit longer than I like to do it. My thing is just, let's get it done and keep moving on. But there are one set in another video that I will show you. When I do my ceiling fans, yes, I do take apart those motors all the way down, and yes, I do extract the copper from them. It's a very simple process with the ceiling fan motors. So you check out when I get to that video, I'll get it posted, and you guys will be able to see that one. Let me go throw this in the motor pile. Got to unscrew that. Throw this in the steel pile. Just about done, folks. Get the wire off of here. One more screw to deal with, I believe. There. Guess there's one more. All right. Send this garbage out. I'm gonna put this in the steel pile. This. Kind of like a clean area for working. All right, so now down to the board. I do e-scrap also. I take apart computers. I'll have a video of me doing computers. This is my first video, so if you guys like it, I'll continue. Give me comments. I do all right. Quit while I'm ahead. You know, kind of be kind, but you know, tell me the truth. Basically, this board here. Got the wires. These are basically your low grade boards, but I'll discuss that in the computer session. I put this in the steel pile. Get these wires cleaned up. Let's take care of these low grade boards. These are basically copper bearing or plug. I'm not sure what your yard would call them, but our yard is copper bearing. Gather up all this wire. Now, the one yard that I take my wire to, as of now, but they were bought out by another company, so they always buy my wire as number 2 wire with ends or without ends. It's basically the same. Now that they're being taken over by another company, I may have to start cleaning my wire to get a better price on my wire. But we'll see when that happens, and then I'll start cleaning my wire. Because I just sold wire yesterday. Yeah, yesterday morning on my wire, and basically got $1.15, and that was with the ends on it. So we'll see what we do for the next time. And last but not least, our little transformers. Now for these, I just check to see if they're copper. If they're copper, I will throw them in my copper transformer bin. Now I know they're small, so we'll have to see what the yard does. If the yard will buy them just as motors, or if they'll put them as copper transformers. Now you tend to get a little bit more money for the copper transformers. You get about 50 cents a pound on those, to where on the motors you'll get about a 40 to 44 cents a pound on motors. So either way, it's still going to turn out good. But that's it on this episode of The Other Scrap Guy. Remember to like and subscribe, and if you do like it, share it please, so it gets it out to help people with taking stuff down. And like I said, hopefully I get better at doing this. Thank you for your patience, and if you made it all the way through, thank you. And you know, we all know that other scrap guy, and that's not me. I'm the other one.